Hi everyone, welcome to God's Army channel. I'll try my best not to make Abby laugh and mess up.
This is like our, fifth time?
Sixth, if you want to get technical.
Sixth time trying to start this video because I really don't, it's my fault. I'll say something random and then I start laughing and then it ruins.
Or my personality takes over and I say something random.
It makes me laugh and then I start giggling and then, yeah. So, try to control myself this time.
Pregnant brain. Wonderful.
Anyways, okay. Yeah, last week we weren't able to make a video because my brother was supposed to make one, which he did, but he wasn't able to send it to me.
Technical difficulties took over.
Yeah.
So now we are here.
So of course I didn't study this because I figured, I read over it myself, but I didn't plan to do a lesson on it since I figured he was. And so the week got busy and is that the week we got him? We got
a dog, we got a new vehicle, we got tons of trouble.
Crazy week. Plus, we're trying to move soon. So that's a prayer request from us that we would have a safe, easy time moving. We're moving in August, but we're just moving on today, so that's not that far away.
We're not moving cross country or anything.
Just 10 minutes down the road, basically. So.
Well, you want to get technical, it is 15.896 minutes away.
Yeah. Anyways, we better get to the... Oh, and another prayer request for one of the girls, Hannah, in here. Her little brother is having questions about salvation. So, if y'all could remember to pray for him. And also, I hope everybody's doing their tracks. I just said 2 a week. So that'll be good for now. And then next month we can try for more. But 2 weeks sounds... Because I know some people, like me, I got the tracks from church. And then I forgot I had them, so I didn't hand them out. But then every time, this other guy in the group, he goes to church and he'll try to get tracks. But then he completely forgets once he gets to church. And when he gets home, he's like, oh man, I forgot. So, yeah.
Absent-minded.
Yeah. So.
Brutal thing. I know, because I got it.
Okay. So, the memory verses for this week are going to be Ephesians 6, verses 14 through 16. So, 3 verses. And we're going to try to...
That's it. That's W right there. This is 3. That's 3. This is W. Learn your sign language.
1, 2, 3.
That's W. Sign language. This is 3.
Anyways. What was I saying?
Memory verses.
Okay.
Ephesians 6, 14 through 16.
Stand
therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking on the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Alright, and so today we are going to try to explain what those verses mean, basically. I've got him to help. Okay, so... would you like to start on verse 14? So, stand, therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, having on the breastplate of righteousness.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
So, remember how you explained it to me earlier about even the first 2 words?
Yeah, stand, therefore. Every time you see therefore in the Bible, you ought to think, what's the therefore? Therefore. She laughed for 10 minutes at that. It was mind-boggling. But anyway, What the therefore is there for is since we're in a spiritual war and we can't fight with, you can't go to the store and get a shotgun and be able to fight Satan like that. Fun, but ain't gonna work. That shotgun can't do anything to him. Unfortunately, that'd be pretty fun. Anyway, what the therefore saying is, what we just went through, that is the reason you need to have this. Having your loins girded about with truth and having on the breastplate of righteousness. Okay, so back then they fought a lot different than we do today. I should know. I've been trained to fight today. So it's...
Yeah, the soldiers back there, they actually had to do like hand-to-hand combat type
most
stuff.
Most of the time. And yeah, need to hurry up. But anyway, they had... Well, we'll eventually go through it all, but they had a helmet. They had a lot of the same gear we have. It's just ours is probably a little more comfy than theirs.
And theirs was probably more sturdy and more...
I'm not sure if I would say that, because if you think about it, you take our guns and take it back then, you're going to mutilate an entire army without getting hurt. Simply because our weapons are more powerful, therefore our gear isn't meant to keep us from getting hurt. It's meant to just protect us enough to where we don't die. Pretty much. I'm not about to wear... They give you bulletproof plates, helmet, stuff like that. This stuff is heavy. I'm not about to wear that on my arms, my hands, my legs. Oh my goodness. I'd barely be able to move, let alone fight.
And see, these people, they had all this heavy...
It was metal armor. That one of the reasons, like a lot of portraits or things from back then, people are so much stronger and stuff. You think, oh man, they must have worked out a lot. No, it was they had to do a lot more. I think if you think about it today, when you're in the city, what do you got to do? You walk some places. Most of the time, you drive, and all the heavy lifting, all that stuff, it's already done for you. If just say New York City lost power for 2 weeks, people would be in a dead panic because, for one, a lot of their food would be going bad. Two, their toilet would be stinking like crazy.
They wouldn't have a phone.
Their phones would be out of commission. They'd be going nuts from that. But pretty much every aspect of their life would have been gone. But you go to the country, you'll lose electricity for a week. It's actually not that rare of an occasion, as a lot of you probably know. And it's... Things are much different today than back then. How did I get on that rabbit trail? But anyway, yeah, it was much different back then. And, it's talking about having your loins girded about with truth. Okay, yes. So, you know that way back then, even men wore dresses. They had some weird name for it. I'm not about to try and pronounce that. But, yeah, they wore dresses. In a nutshell, they wore dresses.
So in order for them to run and fight, they had to...
Because they actually knew how to... The women knew how to be modest back then. And apparently they... That's a whole nother can of worms. I ain't getting into that. Anyway. Nothing. But, yeah, they wore dresses down to their ankles. And it was... Which, I mean, for guys... I can imagine doing that. That's
well,
weird.
Nowadays, if you put one of them things on and went walking around Walmart, everybody would be like, there's a guy wearing a dress, like a little disturbing.
Yeah, they'd be screaming, there's a terrorist! There's a terrorist! Everyone get out! Everyone get out!
Yeah, because actually in other countries, don't they still wear stuff like that?
Yeah, there are some countries. Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that, but I've seen
some
a lot of
Muslims, or
not just Muslims.
I don't know.
Not just Muslims. It's Middle Eastern culture. It's a lot.
But yeah, they would take the bottom of it and bring it up between the legs and tuck it.
Yeah, basically what they did is they grabbed it from their ankles and brought what was at their ankles up their waist, tucked it in, and they could move a whole lot better. And with it being double layered, I don't know, depending on how long it was and their legs were, maybe even triple layered, then it also gave them a little bit of protection against, like, knives or swords or something, because like Chinese, way back when, they had paper armor. And that stuff was actually, that was
really
enough
durable
to stop some of the first bullets and stuff. It was enough to stop that. But you think, oh man, it must have been really weak bullet shots. No, those bullets went straight through the traditional metal armor. But with the paper armor, it actually stopped it. So that's saying something for that. The only downside was it was crazy bulky, and he looked like a marshmallow running around with a sword. That is actually quite humorous. And then it says, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, like I said in the other video, the
you
chest.
didn't talk about having your loins girded about with truth. You missed it.
With truth, yes.
That's pretty important.
Yes, it is.
You have to have truth, and you have to tell the truth and be honest all the time.
Yeah, and the idea of having your loins girded about with truth, it's the idea of, what would that be the idea of? Because this is getting ahead, but like having your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace, it means you should be quick to be peaceful with the gospel. So yeah, that gonna take some.
There's a lot in here to study.
Yeah, that's interesting because I haven't really thought much about that.
Yeah, y'all think about it and give us your ideas or study up on it and see.
Yeah.
Because we need.
And who knows? Like if you make a video formats of it, and like email it to her, she may like pull it up in one of these videos. Like, hey, yeah, we got a really good explanation from so and so, and then you're gonna find yourself on YouTube, maybe.
Yeah, because there's so like you could spend days and days like just studying even one verse from one thing.
And the thing about it is today we have very little clue of how it was actually like.
Yeah, so the soldiers back then were a lot different, but you can still apply this to yourself today. And then having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Like I said in the other video, it is stupid to leave your chest exposed because that is huge.
And if you're thinking about it as in a spiritual sense,
that protects your heart.
It protects your heart.
That protects your kidneys, which actually, that was, if you were to say that you love someone back then, the proper terminology would be something like, I love you with all my bowels or all my, that's what it was. That's why when we were dating, I actually would tell her, I love you with all my kidneys. That's where I got that. I got it from the Bible. I was being biblical in our dating relationship, and now I'm sharing it to the world. I love you.
Goodness.
I love you.
Love you too.
But anyway, and then having your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace. I touched on this earlier. Yeah, do I need to touch on it more?
Well, you have to have your feet protected too, for one thing.
Yeah, because I mean, like, imagine how. Okay, I know Hannah's gonna hate me for this, but Hannah busted her pinky toe like 4 times in like a ridiculously short amount of time. Yes, but there's nothing anyone could do about it. I mean, it was such a small thing, but it hurt like crazy. So if you hurt your feet, like if I were to go to work without my boots on, for one, my feet would be burnt to pieces. Like I have blisters on the bottom of my feet just from the heat of the concrete that I have to stand on. Unless they have let me ride patrol because it didn't have boots.
And what
Even then, they'd probably still be burned.
comes to my mind when I read with the preparation of the gospel of peace is the verse in Matthew when it says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even until the end of the world."
FYI, Matthew 28, 19, and 20?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Anyways, because I think it's interesting how they put the gospel connected with your feet, because it's...
You should be quick to give the gospel, just
Yeah.
like you should be quick on your feet.
Yeah.
In a military sense.
Yeah, that's a good...
Because, like, a lot of people, if, like, even in the Air Force, I mean, a lot of people call it the chair force, yet you still have to be able to run a mile and a half for the guys. It has to be, like, under 14 minutes. Or, like, 13 minutes and 30 seconds, something like that. I never get close to that. I mean, the slowest run I've ever gotten was an 11-minute run, maybe. Something like that, for a mile and a half. That was the slowest. My quickest was like 8 minutes and 30-some seconds. I was so proud of that. I'm not there now. I wish I was. Actually, I don't, because that was tech school. But anyway, why did I get on that rabbit trail? Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. I was an idiot. I did not look that up. Because there's two...
Well, what comes to my mind,
there's
taking the shield of faith, wherewithal you shall be able to quench. Yeah, because see, Satan's going to be firing darts
and
at you.
And there's two different types of shields. There's one type of shield that it goes on your arm, and like someone's swinging a sword at you, pull it up, block their sword, pull the dagger out, hit them in the gut, or slice their arm or something. I mean, or someone tries to punch you or something. You can use that. It's there on your arm. It's mobile, like the Vikings used to use or whatever. And anyway, we're resituating some stuff here, so
Sorry.
one sec. Oh boy.
Okay. What were you saying?
Just like you watch How to Train Your Dragon, those shields that they had on their arm. Yeah, that's kind of the idea that the small shields use. But the shield here, it's not talking about the shield. You just oh no, Satan's firing. Satan's about to hit me. I need to pull up some faith. I need my faith. No. This shield is saying they had these also like door. Imagine carrying a shield the size of a door, so that you can plant it on the ground and just hide behind it.
Well, then you can keep like charging forward because you got the protection in front of you.
Exactly. One thing that military units would do is they would form a line with those shields interlocking, kind of like the police does. I remember seeing it in Baltimore. They have riots, every day now? Something like that, I don't know. But anyway, something like that, it's actually pretty cool. But that's kind of the general idea. And then they'd stick spears out in front of them, and then they just charge into the enemy. Mm-hmm. The enemy couldn't do anything to them, but boy, did they inflict casualties on the enemy.
Because they got that shield protecting them.
Exactly.
And this, like, wherewithal you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Which that has the idea of if a city was under siege and they wouldn't surrender, I mean, they can last in there for years. From what I've been told. So what people would do is they would have like catapults and throw like hornets' nests and stuff into the city, trying to just smoke them out. Because it was tradition to allow all the women and children to leave the city, and then and then it'd just be a brawl out with man on man. You don't have to worry about the women and children being there. That is like like a military custom, which is one reason why the Islamics were so hated in that age, because when cities tried to do that, the Islams would kill and then burn the wagons right there in front of them, and that's brutal, but it's truth. That they were relentless, and they had very low regard for human life. But anyway, how did I get off on that rabbit trail? Anyway,
I don't know.
oh yeah, when the city was under siege, one of the things that was very popular was shooting flaming arrows in and try and burn them out, because one thing fire does is you have gunpowder or anything like that, boom.
Well, of course they didn't have gunpowder back then.
When the Bible was written, I don't know.
Think they would have.
I don't know. Like China, I think China was one of the first to discover gunpowder, or was it black powder? There's a subtle difference between the two. I don't know what it is, but I did know. Don't anymore. But yeah, there was they would do that and burn up food, water, and if they got going good enough, it would cause so much smoke that people inside the city could possibly even start passing out from, what's it called, smoke inhalation, which isn't fun at all. But just talk to my dad, and he knows.
Well, see, putting this, applying it to like us, you just got to remember that Satan's going to be trying to attack you. Like,
And
he's going to be constantly.
He's going to be kind of like the Islamics were back in the day, and even to an extent now. They were relentless. They didn't really care. They just go, and their goal then was to take over the world. They wanted to. They were following Muhammad, and of course they weren't the only ones that were doing stuff like that. What?
Mm-hmm. Is that everything you want to say?
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, next week we will be doing 17 and 18. But the memory verses for this week is verses 14 through 15. Okay, so I guess that's all. And I hope that made sense, or there's so much in there to talk about. It would take forever. But I encourage you to ask your pastor about stuff that we talk about, or especially study up on it yourself. And if you have any ideas, or if you learned anything from this, I don't know, let us know. Or if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me or Josiah or somebody. So I hope we made sense somewhat, and I guess we will talk to you later. Bye.
See.